Hey renters, did you know you could own a home for less than your rent? If you think you need 20% down, think again. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you how renters just like you are becoming homeowners with little to no money down. The truth is, homeownership is more attainable than you might think, and it could end up saving you money in the long run. So if you're tired of renting and ready to explore the possibilities of homeownership, stick around. Let's address the elephant in the room, the dreaded 20% down payment. For many, this figure looms large and intimidating, making the dream of owning a home seem almost impossible. I used to think you needed a huge chunk of cash just to even think about buying. The idea of saving up 20% of a home's price can be overwhelming, especially when you're juggling other financial responsibilities. But the truth is, that's not always the case. Many people are surprised to learn that there are alternatives to the traditional 20% down payment. There are loan programs out there specifically designed to help people just like you become homeowners with much lower down payments. These programs are tailored to make homeownership more accessible and less daunting. Think 3% down with a conventional loan. This means you could potentially buy a home with a fraction of the money you thought you needed. And if you qualify for an FHA loan, you could get away with putting down as little as 3.5%. These loans are designed to be more flexible and accommodating. Even with mortgage insurance, your monthly payments could be very close to what you're currently paying in rent. This means you could transition from renting to owning without a significant increase in your monthly expenses. So, don't let the 20% down payment myth hold you back from your dream of homeownership. Explore your options, do your research, and you might find that owning a home is more within reach than you ever imagined. When you're renting, you're essentially paying someone else's mortgage. Your monthly rent payments are helping your landlord build equity in their property. Every month, you're sending your hard-earned money to your landlord, contributing to their financial stability and future wealth. And what do you get in return? A place to live temporarily with no long-term financial benefits or security. But what about long-term financial gain? When you own a home, you're building equity. This equity can be a significant part of your net worth. Every mortgage payment you make chips away at your loan principal, increasing your ownership stake in the property. Over time, this can lead to substantial financial growth. It's like putting money into a savings account that also happens to be your home. This forced savings can be a powerful wealth-building tool. As a homeowner, you also benefit from potential property appreciation. The value of your home can increase over time, adding to your financial assets. Over time, real estate values tend to rise, which means your home could be worth significantly more than you paid for it. This appreciation can significantly boost your financial standing. And let's not forget about the tax advantages. Homeowners can often deduct mortgage interest and property taxes, reducing their overall tax burden. So, the next time you write that rent check, ask yourself, wouldn't I rather be investing that money in my own future? Owning a home can provide stability, financial growth, and a sense of accomplishment. I know what you're thinking. Graham, this all sounds great, but what about coming up with a down payment in the first place? The good news is, there are programs and resources available to help make homeownership even more accessible. One option is down payment assistance programs. These programs offer grants or low-interest loans specifically to help cover down payment costs. And here's another pro tip. Don't be afraid to negotiate seller concessions. Sellers are often willing to cover some of the buyer's closing costs. With the right guidance and resources, homeownership could be closer than you think. Buying a home can seem like a daunting process, especially if you're not sure where to start. The sheer number of steps involved can be overwhelming, from securing financing to finding the right property. It's easy to feel lost in the sea of information and decisions, but the key is to start planning today. Taking the first step, no matter how small, can set you on the right path. Even if you're not ready to buy right this second, setting a goal and taking small steps can make a world of difference. Begin by assessing your financial situation and setting a realistic timeline. The first step? Get pre-approved for a mortgage. This crucial step will help you understand your budget and streamline the home buying process. This will give you a clear idea of how much home you can afford and what kind of loan terms you qualify for. Knowing your financial limits will save you time and effort in the long run. Next, start researching neighborhoods and properties that fit your lifestyle and budget. Look into schools, amenities, and commute times to ensure the area meets your needs. And here's the most important part. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Professional guidance can provide invaluable insights and ease your stress. Working with a knowledgeable real estate agent can make the entire process smoother and less stressful. They can help you navigate the complexities of buying a home. The more you know about the home buying process, the more confident and prepared you'll be when it's time to make your move. Educate yourself, seek advice, and take it one step at a time. So, are you ready to ditch the rent checks and start building your own future? Owning a home is more attainable than you might think. From building equity to potential appreciation and tax advantages, homeownership is a powerful way to invest in your financial well-being. Remember, you don't need 20% down to get started. There are programs and resources available to help make homeownership a reality, even for first-time buyers. If you want to know how much home you can afford, let's talk. Call me, Pacific Bruce, at 702-277-1303, or email lasvegasbruce@gmail.com for a free guide on going from renting to owning today. Let's make your dream of homeownership a reality.